What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. We have a bunch of news stories on folding phones, not just the Galaxy Fold, but the other folding phones that are going to exist in the near future and the future. We also have news about and questions from other topics as well. And then question-wise, we have a bunch of questions from you guys. So with that said, let's jump into the tech news. Our first story of the day is about the iPhone Fold. We heard that potentially it might come out in 2023 at the earliest. Well, it looks like that's being pushed back ever so slightly, and Ming Chi Kuo claims that the foldable iPhone has been delayed until 2024 due to lower than expected development progress. Kuo says in-screen Touch ID has also been pushed back to halfway mark of 2023, aka the iPhone 15. But I think the bigger news story of that is the iPhone Fold being pushed back to 2024. Kind of surprising, kind of not. Apple likes to take their time with new things, and obviously a folding phone would be a completely new device for them. It's not necessarily needed, especially when their sales are still really strong with the iPhones, especially compared to some of their competition. So we'll wait and see what happens. Next up are some size comparisons of some different phones against the S22. So here's the regular S22, and you can see it next to the S21, and then on the right of that, the iPhone 13. And size-wise, you can see it's not gonna have seemingly a tall, skinny display. It's gonna have more of a short, fat display, so a flat display on the S22, very akin to what the iPhone 13 looks like, especially when you compare it to the S21. And I'll be honest with you, I do like the flat displays more so than the rounded edged displays like you get with the previous generations of the most recent Galaxy phones. So that's what it looks like. The next diagram shows a comparison of the S22, 22 Plus, and 22 Ultra against each other, and all relatively flat displays. I think you'll see a little bit of curve to probably almost all of them, but definitely not as curved as anything, even compared to the S21 series of phones. And you can see the S22 Ultra is a lot bigger than that S22, and a fair amount bigger as well versus the S22. So those are going to be the size comparisons, and which one would you pick out of those three? Speaking of the Galaxy S22 line of phones, as you can see from this tweet right here, Let's Go Digital has contacted Olympus, and there's no collaboration going on with them or Samsung. There was an article or some rumors going around recently that Samsung was going to have a collaboration of sorts, at least in the camera department, with Olympus on future Galaxy phones, and Olympus has come out and said that is not going to happen. I don't know if it was ever going to happen or if it was never going to happen, and now it looks like it just won't happen. So if you were waiting for some kind of Olympus integration of sorts for the camera, it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon with Samsung Galaxy phones. And the last story of the day is a story that I am extremely excited about. Not only do I love folding phones like we have here with the Galaxy folding line, but just in general, folding phones are just really exciting and fun overall. And this really, truly gets me stoked. So check out this tweet about the Google Pixel Fold, because if you remember, there was news and rumors that it was coming out later this year. Then we've heard like it wasn't, and then there was rumors that it would come out, it wouldn't come out, and then it didn't seem like it was going to come out because we haven't heard anything about it. But check this out. This comes from Evan Blass, who says, "Heard from someone I trust that the foldable Pixel, codename Passport, retail branding unknown, will indeed launch before the end of the year." Apparently, they've been working on this device for over 2 years, and if the Pixel 6 is any indication, it will be worth a look. So what makes this, again, amazing is that we're months away before the end of the year. October is going to be when they're going to announce their Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, and if you think about it, would they just launch the phone with no fanfare? Would they do another second event and launch the phone? I wouldn't be surprised if this phone, at this point now, after hearing this news, if they really have their wraps onto this phone, and maybe they haven't developed any, but maybe they're going to launch it and let us know about it at the October event, kind of like hey, one more thing, let's tell you about this after they launch the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. Maybe that's why they told us again about those Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, because not only did they want to get their competition worried and let people know that they do have a flagship phone coming out, but maybe to kind of take a little of the shine off, that when they do announce the Pixel Fold, that we'll be more excited about that phone and still, you know, have the option of going to the Pixel 6 or 6 Pro. I don't know. What do you guys think? Pixel Fold. Tell me about your ideas, your thoughts. Are you excited about this? Don't care? Let me know in the comments down below. Your question is that of the day. Thanks for watching. Let's go to the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. First question comes from Waby. When I push the power button on my Fold 2, the screen comes on, but when I double press it, the camera doesn't come on, nor when I long press, the power menu doesn't come up. Any suggestions? And yes, both are toggled on. If by both you're toggled on, if you mean in the settings, that's the only reason it wouldn't. And I'm just gonna show you what I mean by that. And maybe you already did this, it sounds like you did, but just to be safe, go into settings and then go into side key. And then make sure a quick launch camera for double press is turned on. There's an on-off switch, so make sure that's turned on. Maybe you have that off. Turn that on, and then also at the bottom, press and hold, power off menu should be chosen. If you have those on, you should be absolutely fine. If it doesn't work, I can't imagine what else is going wrong. Jason Dutcher, Greg, do you know if that's only for the standard Z Fold S Pen, or is it compatible with the Z Fold 3 Pen Pro? So there was a story about a Spigen case coming out that has S Pen holder, so you can put it in there. It's only for the Z Fold 3 S Pen, not the S Pen Pro. B Junior says, when will we see cases that house the pen for our folds? Driving me crazy. There's definitely, there's the Spigen one that's coming out, and there's other ones as well. So just go on Amazon, you should be able to search Galaxy Z Fold 3 S Pen case, and you should get some results. Ray Stone says, do you think it's a good idea to get the Pixel 5a, because I just got the Fold 3 today, and I've seen video on the Pixel now, and I'm currently want to test it out. Well, if you just want to test it out, yeah, buy it. You like it, keep it, or return it. But if you have a couple of extra bucks, I would say wait until the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro come out and see if you want one of those, or even wait till they potentially, like I said, announce the Pixel Fold. Then you can get the best of both worlds and get a Pixel Fold with the Pixel cameras, and that would be the best of both worlds. Shelly Saunders says, could you please read my question at the end of your next review question answer segment? I absolutely love your content. Your reviews are the reason I've chosen to upgrade from iPhone 11 Pro Max to the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Is it foreseeable that the Samsung and somehow will be able to upgrade the battery life of the new Fold series, i.e. updates? Also, what's your opinion because a pop socket or ring holder, and do you have any recommendation? So answering your last question first, the pop socket or ring holder, I'm currently rocking the pop socket. Get a pop socket. They're just, I mean, the ring holders are easier to get to, but ultimately I think these are a little bit more common. So I would say just get a pop socket. In terms of battery life being vastly improved, probably not. You maybe potentially a little upgraded, but really not much. I can't imagine, there's no update they can fully do. What the real problem is you know, you need a phone with a huge battery, especially one that has a screen this large, and that's really the problem. So probably not. Gamer Guy 1977, I just have a couple questions. How bright and beautiful are the displays compared to the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra? Just saw the screen in WQHD and loved it. I have the Galaxy Fold 1 and I could tell a huge difference. I love my Fold, but I'm almost ready to go back to a regular flagship for the cameras and the display. How's the display compared to the Galaxy S21 Ultra? Can you see a huge difference in the sharpness and colors? Now, I think that, no, I can't see a huge difference in sharpness and colors. Brightness, it's definitely brighter on the S21 Ultra, but when I still have this outside, you know, I can pretty much see it. Now, if you get into a super sunny environment, it is a little hard to see, but that's almost true of every phone, no matter what it is. You know, if you have this phone, I don't think you're going to look at the display or have the phone in a bright room and be like, oh, this looks so much worse than my other phone. I don't think it's like that, so I wouldn't worry about it. And our last question of the day comes from Black Uchicha 84. Why don't you use a screen protector, and how does the screen feel compared to the screen protector? So if I were you, well, first of all, I don't use one because I do have it on this display, but eventually I'll take it off. It just feels better, and I hate the gunkiness that builds up on the film screen protector. And then in terms of feeling, it just feels like more like a glass type feel to it versus, you know, a little bit more with the film protector. The film protectors are seemingly feeling better on this Z Fold 3 versus the Z Fold 2, but ultimately, you still can't beat an actual, just a screen protector. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have questions, put them in the comments down below with the word question. I will answer it, and I'll see you down the road.